Don Marie Morris.
Pastor Hill,
Uh,
how are
I
you?
am wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. So
Keep
good to
holding
see you.
on. Yes, it is. It's great to be
Yes.
seen, not viewed, as we say now.
Ooh,
But anyway,
yes, yes. Yes,
the
yes.
council culture is trying to bury some folks that are
Oh,
very. I have an affection for our favorite new aunties.
I know you do.
And I've
I
been
know you do. And rightfully so. You
so.
know, family.
Family is family.
Family is family.
You can't change that.
And even when we see family in challenging situations, we still want to wrap our arms around
And
family.
and we need to wrap our arms around
And we
family.
should.
Of
Exactly.
course.
Exactly. That's right.
So
Absolutely.
I know
Because he who is without,
sin
let him
the
cast
first.
stone.
Okay.
That part.
Okay. That part.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm and
As they say, go away and sin no more.
that's
So,
what they say.
so yes, we want to celebrate some fantastic women who've done amazing things, great leaders. And especially since this is Women's History Month. So, since you had that amazing idea, I thought, yeah, what a great opportunity to pay homage to some amazing women leaders.
Well, let's pay some homage to
Yes,
them.
yes, because it's not easy to lead. This is what we
Never.
know for sure.
Right. Never easy to lead.
Never easy to lead. Yes,
Um,
yes. So
the
who?
first two
Okay,
come
come on,
from
kick it out.
VHU.
Oh,
Can we start there?
we can always. we can
We can
always.
always start
We
there.
can always start there. I would never.
What's the address?
Well, 2600 6th Street, Northwest, Washington D.C. Two.
Northwest.
Yes, 20001.
That's the business office.
That is the administration
Administrative.
building.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So anybody
Anybody
who's ever paid any kind of tuition
who's ever
is intimately familiar, I'm sure, with the A building.
with the A building.
Yes, the A building on the
On the yard.
illustrious
On the
Howard
yard.
University's campus.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
Wonderful.
and where it did,
All take place.
it all took place.
And it
Yeah,
still takes
two
place.
amazing alumni. I think it's how you say for feminine.
Is it
I believe it is ALUMNAE. I think for women.
alumni is plural?
Alumni is plural if you're
Yeah.
having multi-gender,
Okay.
or
So,
you can always say that for just like
okay.
host for men or women.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe when we're talking about women plural, I believe it's alumni. But you can always double check my grammar later.
Yeah, we'll do
Yes,
Grammarly
yes.
later.
But
So
we know they graduated from there. Let's say that.
let's say that.
Yes, yes.
For the listening audience, once again, welcome to the Yak, the Yolanda Cornelia Show. On the second Tuesday of each month, we do the Leaders Lounge with yours truly, Don Marie Morris.
Yes, yes.
So, Don, before we even get into our
Sure.
wonderful aunties, what's going on in your world? What is happening? What's the up and coming event? Where will you be influencing circles and spheres of people throughout the
Wow.
eons?
Well,
What's going on?
thank you, Pastor. A lot is going on. The World Class Training Institute is moving right along. We
All right.
actually have something for individuals coming up that just hit me because, ladies, it's time to get summer fun. So we have our Dance It Off program that's kicking off April the 2nd at Centennial Park. So ladies, I just did a little video about this a couple of days ago. We have the power to manage, rid, not even have some of the health concerns that we have as we start to become more seasoned, as I call it, from diseases to um,
Mm-hmm.
high blood pressure, some of these even arthritic ailments we don't have to have. And so through Dance It Off, the program that I do in the summer times, the DS60 Summer 24 is coming up. So it's 30 minutes of dance fitness, 30 minutes of strength training. It's an hour that is amazing, and it is going to help you to live your best lives. So register for that at worldclasstraining.net
Okay.
/DS60 through March the 22nd. And it's just $149 for the whole 6 weeks. So
Okay.
it's great.
Now,
That's coming up. Yes.
the rigor
The rigor.
before we even sell the program.
Yes.
We taking pop breaks throughout the what do we do when we get there? What can we expect exactly?
Oh, we can expect to sweat.
Yes.
We can expect to sweat. Don't come
Okay.
if you don't. Bring your water bottle.
Okay.
Bring something to dab your sweat. And we also, every week, I let the ladies know which body part we're going to work on. So every
Okay.
week we'll be targeting a different body part.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to expect to have fun. We move to music that you're familiar with and that is fun and amazing. And then the last 30 minutes, we target one of our body parts so that we can make sure that we are fit, fine, and ready to enjoy an amazing
Fit,
summer. Yes.
fine, and
Yes.
fabulous.
Yes.
We'll throw that.
But it's not gonna be. I tell my classes all the time. If it doesn't challenge you, it will not change you. So it will be challenging.
Slow down. Say that again.
If it does not challenge you,
It will
it
not.
will not change you.
So
So
if it's not challenging, it's not going to be changing.
that's right, exactly.
Hmm.
If
So
I don't
I've been
see-
challenged
That's good.
by
In a
how,
good way.
yeah, but how the mainstream has bashed my favorite three aunties.
We're transitioning.
That's why we're here today.
That's why we're
Oh
here
no,
today.
you have something else coming up though.
Well, yes,
talk about
but
it?
we can talk about it. So I'll be in Vegas in
You just can't throw
the
that out. Like,
following week.
I'm going to Las Vegas,
I'm going
Nevada,
to Las Vegas, Nevada. I
to
have the
share.
honor
That's
of
right.
speaking at the American Association for Blacks in Higher Education.
Like, how we
And
gonna downplay
we're not, that's true. And my session is on the power charge. No, the power challenge, sorry. The power challenge, accepting the charge of excellence. And so I'm going to be speaking from two philosophers of leadership. One is named John French, and the other is Bertram Raven. And they studied the 6 bases of power. And so I'm going to be using that as the premise of my speech next week. So it will be amazing. I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to help some leaders to leave out with the charge of excellence.
See, so that means at some point within the next, when you come back, I want to talk about the 6 bases of power.
Yes.
Because as a leader, I'm almost positive that I don't navigate through those bases well as it relates to communication.
Well, perhaps not. Perhaps or perhaps not. I don't know.
I don't know.
What we'll talk about is situational.
Yes.
And you have to know situationally, and I'm going to talk about the overutilization, the underutilization, and when the bases of power are optimized and how you can impact your teams effectively by making sure that you optimize your activation or lack thereof of the 6 bases of power.
Interesting.
Yes.
Do you know the 6 bases off the top of your head?
I do.
What are they?
I will not tell you until they will
That's
be
paid.
released
I got you.
on.
Got you.
But I'll tell you afterwards. I'll definitely share afterwards.
Come sit with us.
Exactly.
Come
to Vegas.
Right. Come sit with us.
It's not a secret though. But it's not a secret. But yeah. But I'll share them.
We will talk
at
about
at
those
their
6
proper
bases.
time. Absolutely. I think we should come back and speak about those.
We
yeah.
will.
Yep. That's right.
Fanny.
Yes.
Auntie.
Fanny.
Your mom, your granny named you Fanny.
H.U. grad. Yes.
Kamala.
Current district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia is her title. Yes. Kamala Harris, current Vice President of the United States of America, Howard University.
She was a
graduate.
district attorney of the state of California, right? What was she?
She was special prosecutor or something in California. Yeah.
Auntie Claudine.
Absolutely. Auntie Claudine, first
African American
woman
at the other HU
at Harvard University. Yes.
The other one. Let's call that the third one.
We'll go with that.
Yeah,
we'll go with that. Yes.
3 women.
Yes.
That I'm almost positive that the younger culture has not gravitated to that level of success, even in conversation. When you talk about a Fanny, Kamala, Claudine, this has never been done.
No.
The the American lens literally has zeroed in on these three individuals in the last 3 to 4 years.
Yes, yes.
And they have become the talk.
Yes, they have become the talk. Exactly.
With the talk comes a target.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yep.
I'm today as their nephew.
Yes.
I say that
Yes.
proudly. I'm
and
giving
I
them,
as their niece.
yeah, I'm giving them a pass.
We're gonna right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna
I'm giving
because
them a
sometimes
pass. Family.
Not only that, and I talked, a couple of weeks ago. We've actually talked about Auntie Claudine, and I talked about Auntie Fonnie a few weeks ago. And we did center on the things that were challenging to them. But what we do have to do, because I think as human beings, too often ride and reside on the things that people don't do well and fail to celebrate the things that they have done well. And so when you said, hey, let's take this opportunity to celebrate what they have done well, because these are still three amazing women. They've done Fonnie Willis. I'll start with her, becoming the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia. That's not an easy thing. And then for her to even be handling the situation in the manner that she is handling it, continuing to stay resilient, even in the face of opposition, is remarkable. And we have to do that as leaders. We have to know that, yeah, sometimes we might get a little off course, or we might do some things that may not have been exactly quote unquote right, but we have to continue to stay resilient as leaders, and we have to shake it off, and we have to move on. So yes, I think, and if you I haven't studied a lot about Fonnie and her background, but what we know for sure is that you don't just become the district attorney of a Fulton County, Georgia, without having some strong competencies in your arsenal. Would you not agree?
Agree. That's why I'm giving her a pass.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Auntie Fanny. Your granny say Fanny. I think your granny says Fanny, and everybody else in the campus family say Fanny. But right. I'm giving them a pass. I mean,
when you say a pass, elaborate.
I want them to be embraced and loved and know that they can shake this off.
Exactly.
Period.
That's right.
Because we've understood those people in position of influence and power have done the same.
That's right.
The same characteristics, the same things have been demonstrated, and then in their culture,
right,
they've embraced them.
That's right. And I really
want to embrace them. I want to bring them back to us and say, hey, we're going to get through this together as a people.
Well, that's why I'm glad that Fonnie decided to still run again, and she was recently accepted. I wish that Auntie Claudine had not stepped aside. I know the pressure became even stronger on her when all of this information about the potential plagiarism and all that came out. I think that became more of a challenge than even what happened at the Capitol. But I really wish she had hung in there, because, again, her merits had gotten her to that position. And where, to your point, others who may have had similar challenges would just keep going. We're not talking about Trump, but Trump keeps going.
Right.
He got 90. Somebody said 90. I don't know how many cases, but he keeps embraced, going. And he's embraced
by the people that support him.
By the people that support him, and we as a community have to start doing the same. We cannot just turn our backs and say, you know what, this person is no longer any good because they have one blemish in the midst of all of the greatness that has made them who they are.
And they have done some great things.
That's right. Exactly.
Like you said, to get to those seats of influence.
That's right.
You've been vetted.
You've been vetted. You've been vetted. That's right.
You've been vetted.
Yeah.
Literally vetted. So,
and you,
Fonnie,
yes,
Claudine, I love you. We celebrate you on Women's History Month. And I need the young ladies of the culture to understand these women, at the rate that the culture is going.
Yes.
These women might not ever rise again in your lifetime. We don't want it to happen, but
I'm not gonna put that in the atmosphere, Pastor, because
well, I take it back.
yeah, take that back, because we're always growing, and
we are
the-
growing.
yes,
We are growing.
yes, and we can't say that this is uh, an anomaly. Let's not make it an anomaly. Let's make excellence and the uh, acknowledgement of excellence a mandate. Because that is what that created the atmosphere
for
that helped them to get in the places that they got. So yes, this is not an anomaly. There are going to be other great women, but it doesn't mean that we are. So we're going to start setting the atmosphere to say that, hey, if you make a mistake, or if we all falter, and that doesn't mean that we love you less, and that doesn't mean that we wish less for your success.
Okay.
Yes.
I love Fonnie.
And I love
Claudine.
Auntie Claudine.
Love them.
Yes.
Love
and
them.
who else are we going to talk about today?
Well, our time is almost up. You do.
Yeah, we had a third person on our list, though. Who was that?
About Kamala. I mean, it's Women's History Month.
Kamala.
But you want to talk about somebody else on the outside.
Kamala.
We'll
Akitaji. But because we were just talking about 4 women. But
yeah.
But we could just, Kamala. So Kamala hasn't had any blemishes, and we celebrate her too, because I said, did you watch the State of the Union?
I couldn't.
You could? Why not?
I'm not moved by our current. I tried. I was like, come on, give it to me. Come on, give it to me. Come on, let's do this. I have a dream.
You said
of the mountaintop. I have a dream. I was ready for I have a dream speech.
Right.
I was ready for the content of your character, not the color of your skin.
Okay.
I have a dream. I was ready. I tried.
It wasn't giving it to you.
Biden. But I love to see Kamala in the seat.
Exactly.
What kept me
a little connected.
Who's that?
Right.
I know that girl. Who's that girl right there? That's one of us. That's
in power.
Yeah, and that was beautiful.
The number 2 person in the greatest country in the land.
Yeah, that's what kept me.
That's what kept you. Exactly. And I can get with that. I can get with that. Yes. It was kind of.
I mean, I watched it, and I want to sit back, and probably on some other podcast, you and I can break some things down and look at the plan and look at what was said and look at the execution. And I'm still in awe of how much money we're sending foreign allies when we got services here in Nashville that could be funded for sure. And everybody can eat. For sure.
Yes.
It's raising my political consciousness.
Yes. Which is another reason that we have to embrace our seats.
Slow down. Embrace our seats.
If not, at the table, beside the table. We have to get in the game. I talked to another person who I highly respect, and this person told me they didn't vote, and I'm thinking,
Super Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is the thing. Right. But you have to stay, as they say, stay woke, right? We have to be aware. I went to a meeting last week that was for the Nest, this Nest project that's happening in Nashville, where they're talking. Are you familiar with that?
Vaguely.
Okay, so it's something that we need to stay woke on, because it's a neighborhood project, where they are going to be building duplexes and quadruplexes in the midst of residential areas. Now, some people are against that, and I think her name is Quinn Evans Segal, is the council person who's kind of leading the whole thing.
Okay.
The room was packed. I was the only person of color in the room.
The only.
It's a Nashville. It's called the Nest, Nest, and I can't remember what the acronym stands for. But I was interested because I'm thinking, now I understand the people who were there largely were concerned because they didn't want their residences, I'm going to say, quote unquote, polluted with these duplexes and quadruplexes that may bring people who they may not be interested in into their neighborhoods. But the other side of that is that if these are built, these are money making opportunities for people in Nashville. So we need to stay engaged and let them know before there's a rah-rah, let them know that, hey, we care about this as well. And we know that we can benefit from that. So benefit or not, but we should know about it. And so, yeah, I had seen it and went to that meeting. But yes, so to see a Kamala there and to see her in that number 2 position in the whole United States was
It's
something.
empowering.
It's empowering.
Yeah.
We can get there. We can get there. When we see a Fonnie Willis, we know we can get there. When we see a Auntie Claudine, we know we can get there. Because as somebody said, I think it's Lisa Nichols who said, she said, don't make these people extraordinary. Just know they're ordinary people who every day decided to do something extraordinary.
Okay. Ordinary people who
Ordinary
every day
people. That's right.
decided to do something extraordinary.
That's right. Yep. And we have the opportunity to do that as well. So I celebrate these women for being extraordinary.
Right.
Yeah.
For just being that.
And let us know what it looks like. Letting us know what it looks like and what it feels like.
To be just extraordinary.
To be
ordinary. But
right.
be ordinary, but do the extra.
That's right.
That's all.
That's right. Exactly.
Be ordinary, but
right.
just do the extra.
But just do the extra.
And then something's going to happen.
Right. Exactly.
Your ordinary becomes extraordinary.
Exactly.
Because you've done the extra.
Because you've done the extra. And to your point, so I'm also reading right now. I just started Michelle Obama's latest book, The Light We Carry. Yeah.
Did you read Agape? Have you read that yet?
I wrote that. Ah! So, yes. I'm back in Agape, the 7 languages of intentional
I was like,
leadership.
Yes. Michelle's books. Like I have Barack.
Okay, you know what?
Then I have Unpacking Agape. Then I have Michelle's book. Let me put them other 2 books above Michelle's.
After John Maxwell, because he always reads John Maxwell. We're going to talk about that one of these times.
We're going to talk about it.
Leadership books. Mm-hmm. He carried Maxwell around, which I love John Maxwell. I even quoted him when I was on the TV show, which I wanted to give him credit, but
you couldn't.
I knew we had 5 minutes, and I didn't know what I could say and how,
right.
So when but at any rate, John Maxwell, we like you. Yes, exactly.
We like him.
Yes,
we
exactly.
Like him.
Absolutely.
You reading Michelle's book?
Yes, The Light We Carry.
Okay.
And so, in that book, though, to your point about you just do a little extra, do a little extra, do a little. That's what she's talking about in the book. And she's talking exactly. Yeah. And if we just kind of get out of our own way and lean into the moment, then the extraordinary can appear. Yeah.
Because you do the extra.
Because we do the extra.
The extraordinary never appears if you're not doing the extra.
That's right. Oh.
It's never going to appear.
And like you told me, say that again.
The extraordinary will never appear if you're not doing the extra.
That's it.
We celebrated LeBron and a Mike and a Steph.
Yes.
And a Reggie Jackson.
Yes.
And all of these other individuals because they did the extra.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant. They did the extra.
That's right.
They were ordinary.
Exactly.
But they kept doing the extra.
They kept doing the extra.
And over time.
Yeah.
Somebody said, if you spend 18 minutes doing something every day or learning something new every day, by the end of the year, you've put in enough hours to be at the top 5% of the world.
I believe that. Absolutely.
I said 18 minutes?
I believe that. But just think about this.
That's the extra.
That's the extra. That is the extra. I mean, like you and I talked about how now we've done this so many times.
Right.
This is
30 minutes is up already because we're 27.
30 minutes.
And we ain't even got relaxed.
We just sat down. It feels like we just sat down.
We hadn't even unpacked what we wanted to unpack.
That's right. But our muscles in this arena are strong because we've done it.
And we do the
consistently.
extra.
And we do the extra.
Speaking of extra and how you do it, how can they find the World Class Training on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts? Where do they go?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Bishop Pastor.
Extra.
Doctor? Extra. Because
extra.
So the Leaders Lounge is
extra.
Wherever you search for the Leaders Lounge with Dawn Marie Morris, you should find us. The podcast information, worldclasstraining.net is where you go to connect for all of our leadership and professional development training programs. And you can always email too, Dawn Marie at worldclasstraining.net.
The
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah, the
Use
extra.
that in the extra.
What about Ephesians?
Several things. Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, 1506 22nd Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee, 37208. Cornelius A. Hill, Facebook, Cornelius Hill, YouTube. Those are Hill Cornelius 75 on TikTok. We got to get this TikTok thing
Oh
going
yeah,
because we're in this TikTok
we
world.
are.
So it's
That's
like,
true.
oh, but I'm doing the extra.
And you're doing the
Okay.
extra.
And Capri Cares every morning. This week we're on spring break because I take a break when the kids take a break. But next week the hashtag is what you thought was destruction was actually deliverance.
Oh my goodness. Say that again.
What you thought was destruction was actually deliverance.
Deliverance.
Listen, y'all, we're out of time. And we hadn't even talked about our 3 favorite aunties.
Well,
We hadn't even
just
unpacked
touched
this.
it.
So hopefully this week, if you got time this week, if you got time, weekday or weeknight, we might jump on and do something. If you got
Yeah.
time.
I'd like to even jump on next week when you say that what you thought was destruction was actually
Oh, well,
deliverance.
you can jump on, but you're gonna be in Vegas.
Not to the end of the week.
Oh,
Not to-
okay.
Yeah, not
And,
to you.
Listen, y'all, I gotta give a sponsor a shout out. Shout out to More Computing Learning Services Inc. They teach basic computer skills
Oh,
at the
wow.
Magruder Center.
Nice.
Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Learn skills in Microsoft Windows, Office, and information technology that will lead to skills that today's jobs are demanding. For more, contact Patrice Bertrand at 615-720-0429. Hey, y'all, we're out of time, but not out of talk.
Yes. Thank
Until
you,
next
Pastor.
week, it's been the Yolanda and Cornelius show.
Yes.
And on the second Tuesday of the month, we in the lounge with the greatest leader
Oh, you
herself,
Thank
who
you,
has
Pastor.
2 books that she's going to promote right now.
Yes, Unpacking Agape, the 7 languages of intentional leadership, and What Would Barack Do? Inspiring presidential tools for the leader in you. Please, worldclasstraining.net for both of them.
Until next week,
Thank you,
be
Dr. Hill.
blessed.